Hi guys, and welcome back to the Seedify Game Changer Show. In this video, we will be discussing Solidus Ai Tech and their innovative approach to the data center technology. I will be interviewing founders of Solidus Ai Tech, and we will be discussing the company, the solutions, and their vision for the future. So whether you're a business owner looking for cutting-edge technology or an AI enthusiast interested in the latest developments, you will not want to miss this. Let's get started. Hello. Hi.
Hello, Juliana. How are you?
Hi, Juliana.
Hi. I'm doing well. How about you?
Very well, thank you for asking.
Okay, nice. I think we can start, but first of all, big congratulations for a successful launch at Seedify platform. And let's start our Amy. Thanks a lot for joining and coming here. And first of all, could you please introduce yourself? Also, maybe speak a bit about your experience, how you ended up in the crypto space, in the Web3 space. Yes, please.
Sure, okay. So I'm Paul Farhi. I'm a co-founder to the business, and I head up the marketing and fundraising side of the business, as well as the overall structure. My entry into blockchain and crypto was in 2015 when I bought my first Bitcoins, and then really started getting more involved in 2017 when I got introduced to Adrian by a mutual friend, and we decided to build an Ethereum mining farm. And that's where the journey begun. And we have now transitioned from mining Ethereum into high-performance computing and artificial intelligence.
Hello, everyone. I'm Adrian Stoica. I'm the co-founder of Solidus Ai Tech. I am representing mainly the engineering, the technical part. As a background, I'm a software developer myself. I've been doing programming since I was in the fourth grade in school. Right now, I'm running two large companies. One is dedicated for hardware manufacturing, and the other one is software engineering manufacturing. We have joined, like Paul said, we have joined the Solidus project early when the cryptocurrency mining industry was a thing, and we had excellent results at that point. We knew that at some point the Ethereum was going into proof of stake, and most of the blockchain technologies, the new generation of blockchain technologies are proof of stake. And we realized that we needed to do something with the hardware, and we optimized and we used all our engineers' experience to optimize the hardware to run artificial intelligence software. This is how it all started, and right now we are a very mature phase. That's why we are here to promote our project and our success.
Nice, very interesting. You guys have huge experience and background. I know that Solidus is a very massive project, not just in terms of idea, but also in terms of resources. So my question is, what inspired the creation of Solidus? And how did you identify the need of this type of technology in the market? How did you come up with this idea?
I can start, Paul. I was kind of responding to the first question in my introduction. We entered the high-performance computing space during the cryptocurrency mining business that we all had. And we realized the huge potential that this market has. It has very big demand. There are very few suppliers, and we are basically in the first in the world who are offering both infrastructure as a service as well as software platforms dedicated to artificial intelligence. The market is huge. It has the potential of trillions. I personally believe that a mix between artificial intelligence and blockchain is very beneficial for the new generation of technology.
Right. Paul, do you have something to add?
Yeah, I mean, look, the kind of idea for Solidus Ai Tech come around early January 2021, because we could see the Ethereum roadmap was coming to an end for proof of work. And we wanted to kind of transition into something that we felt had maximum growth potential. And after many conversations, it was quite clear that artificial intelligence and high performance computing was going to be the next stage for us, because there is massive room for growth. and the demand is huge. And we see earlier on this year, after ChatGPT was launched, the kind of AI sector has more attention around it now, and it is always growing on a rapid rate on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's right. It's a huge trend right now coming. And like before, no one knew about AI in general, but then ChatGPT appeared and now everyone is talking about it. But apparently AI was long alive before. And I actually was interviewed.
It was.
Yes, please go.
No, I was going to say it was, and it was really the kind of ChatGPT craze that happened earlier on this year that has made more people aware of what was actually going on behind the scenes. So it's a bit more mainstream now. So yeah, I mean, for us, we've been developing this for a couple of years now. There are a lot of projects that since ChatGPT have kind of popped up with their creations or inventions. But we've been developing this for quite some time. So we had vision of AI and HPC back in 2021.
Right. So how Solidus is differ from the rest of data centers, and what benefits it brings to businesses?
So if we look back in the 90s and the 20s, when we were experiencing the computer interaction, when we were talking about the assistants, automated assistants to help our life during, for example, using Microsoft Office, we had the Microsoft Office Assistant. Now we're talking about companions. We're talking about really smart software such as ChatGPT that require a special hardware design. And the smarter they are, the more computing power they require. The conventional data centers right now, which are built based on a business model, are not ready yet to fulfill the existing demand on the market, because they utilize all generation of hardware. They utilize conventional servers. They didn't focus so much on the GPU architecture. That's the main difference between a conventional data center and our project. We're using mainly NVIDIA hardware, which is top of the line. NVIDIA right now produces the best hardware for high performance computing to sustain the artificial intelligence, and it has the most price efficiency in terms of power versus electricity consumption.
All right, that's a very technical. And so as I understood, because of it integrates with AI and it's more like helpful to the businesses, but can it actually, not a benefit, but can it actually like goes around in a wrong way?
No. Our data center has two major components. It has the hardware layer, which we call it infrastructure, and we offer infrastructure as a service. Actually, there are empty servers on which any customer can run their own software systems on. Mm-hmm. In the situation when a customer wants an entire solution, which includes both hardware and software, they can use our full palette of services to activate their demand. Our artificial intelligence, as it is right now, it doesn't have a fundamental decision making. We're not seeing the Terminator movie. Are just really smart software that are doing a normal task that can take a week. It can do it in a second. We're just working efficiently, and we optimize the computing process of any software.
I see. Okay, that's clear. So how does Solidus Ai Tech ensure the data security and protect it against cyber threats? Especially later that we always see that, yeah.
Especially, this is one of the reasons why we're using blockchain to secure our data transfers. However, from the cyber security perspective, and we do take customer data security very seriously. Our CTO, Christian, he's our cybersecurity expert, has developed a vulnerability management platform that monitors in real time every server and every application running in our data center. We have a real-time traffic monitoring. We have real-time version control, and we compare with 80 different data feeds. In the case that there is an exploit for hardware or for software, we know it in real time, and we offer our customers real-time data protection and cybersecurity protection. We also have a internal hardware setup with network devices that speak to each other without having an IP address or a MAC address. They're very, very secure, and there is no risk of having a man-in-the-middle attack.
I see. So it's always like ongoing process and like always monitoring and managing.
Every second.
Nice. That's amazing. Okay, and let's talk a bit about the token, Aitech, and listing is coming soon. And you guys already had very successful launches on a couple of launch pads, which is amazing. So could you please explain more about the token and what are the main utilities of the token?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so the Aitech token is the world's first deflationary AI infrastructure utility token, and it is the gateway to access all services on our infrastructure as a service platform. So we have three main services. We have AI as a service software applications that can be licensed. We have blockchain as a service that can be licensed, and high performance computing power that can be rented. Now we have the deflationary token aspect, so that each transaction that goes through on our platform, we will be burning 5 to 10% of those tokens in real time, and we have a dashboard that will reflect and show in real time how many tokens we have burned. To keep it open and transparent, our community can monitor the exact supply and what's been taken out of circulation. In addition to that, we are building a marketplace where AI developers can host their applications for our users to license on a profit sharing agreement. So for example, if we have a developer that has an interesting app that we don't have access to, and they want to showcase it to a big community that we have, we will then host it on our marketplace. And again, they can use the Aitech token to license that application. And for example, hypothetically speaking, if we had a 50-50 profit sharing agreement with that particular developer, then they would get 50% of the tokens, and then we would get 50% of the tokens. And again, the same thing would happen. The burn feature would be in place. So the more volume we have on our platform, the more tokens will burn. There is a cap as to how many will burn, otherwise there won't be any tokens left. But we have capped it at a billion tokens. So main utility is it's the gateway to access our services. We also have a staking platform that will be launched shortly after our listing, so you can lock up your tokens to earn additional rewards. We have a DAO governance structure so that our community can vote on certain parts of the project. For example, new staking pools, or it could be a burn. And we're also going to be launching a developer launchpad, so that developers can apply to host their applications on our launchpad, and based on our users' appetite for that particular application, they can then vote on having that application then hosted on our marketplace. And the way it will work is you'll have voting power proportionate to how many tokens you have staked on our platform. So if you're staking more tokens, you have more voting power. And that application that we're kind of showcasing for a period of time, it might be like a week, our community can vote, they can demo it, they can play around with the app or watch a demo video, whatever stage it's at, and then vote it on and use it once it's gained the approval to go onto our marketplace. So that's really the main objectives and utilities of our token.
All right, I see. So the holders of token will be fully involved in the ecosystem. That's yes. Amazing. Since the listing is coming on 28th, could you please share, would it be listed on DEX and CeX?
Yeah, I can't name the CEX or CEXs at the moment. They're going to be announced. I think we're announcing them on Friday, just because it's nearer the listing and the exchanges want to kind of keep it that way until near at the time. But the decentralized exchange that we'll be listing on is quite obvious because we're on the Binance Smart Chain Network. We'll be launching on PancakeSwap, and that will happen shortly after our centralized exchange listings. And then we do have, I would say, 4 or 5 other DEXs that will be launching on after PancakeSwap, maybe 24, 48 hours, and we'll announce those in due course. But the listing takes place 28th, so next Monday morning at 11 a.m. UTC. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Nice. Okay, so for the ones who didn't have a chance to participate in the launch pads, you always can buy the tokens on PancakeSwap on 28th. And the staking will be open at the same day, correct?
The staking date, I'll be honest with you, we haven't decided yet, but it is going to be shortly after the listing. We'll be announcing the pools, the reward rates, and the timeframes for the lock-in period. There will be a combination of maybe 3 or 4 different pools that have, shorter and longer periods with higher or lower rates based on the timeframe they're staked for.
All right, clear. Thanks a lot. Let's move to the next question. So what are the most exciting use cases for Solidus, and how do you envision it impacting various industries?
I can answer that question. So first of all, we have right now we already have about 12 software applications that are meant to serve some purposes for the utilization of AI. Number one is that we're dealing with the lost and found objects in retail and public transport, such as airports. If someone forgets their backpack and or personal items, we are using AI to detect faster, in real time, who is that person, and we can let them know before they actually leave the premise. That's actually a very friendly warning, and we have some ongoing RFPs with some large retailers, global retailers. The second one, which is my personal favorite, we are using artificial intelligence to create education tools to help children and teenagers and higher education level individuals to improve their skills. And as a result, we're part of an EU-funded program that has the objective to minimize the school abandoning. There is a phenomenon called school dropout, and by having this kind of artificial intelligence and more engaging applications for the students, we noticed that the school abandoning percentage has dropped by using digital tools, as well as a virtual assistant that helps my human skills to improve by, there are people who are afraid of public speech, or they are very emotional when having have to go to an interview, to a job interview of any kind. And we're using AI to simulate a public speech or a job interview that will actually improve their soft skills much better. We have a project, a fully functional project in the medical domain. We have created a device that uses AI to detect the blood allergy against the most common used substances in the emergency room. And we are going to promote this for the medical sector to be included on the ambulances. So then when a patient is being picked up by an ambulance from an accident or from home, and they have a medical emergency, en route to the hospital, they will already know their blood allergy result against the most used substances in the laboratory. And we actually can help to give the people 10-15 minutes of extra life. They won't be required to wait another 10 minutes in the emergency room just to wait for the blood test results. And I'm also personally involved right now. We are going to finish it on in December this year. We have a project, the EU-funded project, about 3 million euros. It's called NeuroGov. This project is a GPT-based software module to help lower the bureaucracy for public administration. We started in Romania, and we are going to deploy it at the EU level at least. Once it's done, we are going to put it into production, and it's going to be available in our customer portal to be utilized.
Wow, the future is very close. That's real use cases that you mentioned. And when you spoke about the medical AI, I saw on the internet, I saw this headset. It's like integrated AI with VR. So you like wear the headset and like you can see like how you actually have to do the surgery for the person.
Juliana, you made the perfect example. In the future, there will always be other engineers, other geniuses, other people with even better ideas than ours. That this is not a problem. We embrace that because they all have one thing in common. They will all require high performance computing. They will all require our services.
Right.
And we are here to make ourselves available. They can connect their software to our infrastructure, and they can deliver a global scale product.
Right, that's amazing. So everyone should go to Solidus and make partnerships with you to work together. All right, let's move to the next question. Let's talk about the roadmap of Solidus AI Tech and like what any maybe future partnerships. Especially, it would be interesting for me to know partnerships with maybe Web2 space, not just Web3 space.
Yeah, okay, great question. So we have use cases for both sides. So we have Web2 organizations and also Web3, and in particular Metaverse and play-to-earn projects that do require vast amounts of supercomputing power to power their platforms. Many are under development at the moment, but we have partnered with some in anticipation for their launches, and we will continue to partner with these types of projects so that we're building the pipeline for future business, even if they're not fully developed and needing the power right now. The interesting thing with our platform is that it doesn't matter if it's Web 2 or Web 3, Metaverse, play to earn, crypto to crypto swaps into AI tech tokens to access services on the platform, or fiat to crypto. Our token will always be utilized on the platform as it is the gateway to obtain the services. So we will be bringing in funds from the Web 2 world and quite a lot of funds because of partnerships that we have in place, or letters of intent that we have in place, contracts that we have in place with these large blue chip organizations or governmental authorities that do have demand and require our services. And bringing in funds from the Web 2 world will help to significantly grow our market cap over time because those funds are going into our token. So yeah, that's the interesting thing. And obviously we always have bull markets and bear markets in this sector. The bear markets really suck, and we all wait for the bull markets to come around, which is what we're all patiently waiting for right now. So with our business model, we are a company that will generate vast amounts of revenue regardless of the market conditions, because the demand for power and AI is not going to slow down in bearish conditions. People still need to buy power to power their applications, because if they're not powering their applications, then their applications won't run. It's quite similar to electricity. We all go home at night time, turn on the lights, TV, kettle. You need electricity whether we're in a recession or not. And it's very similar with high performance computing power. So I'm not saying that our token won't take a dip in a bear market. Of course it will. But it should theoretically dip lower, because we're going to have the volume coming in from Web 2, Web 3 companies that require our power for their services.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, how come you have so much courage to launch at the bear market? But then you answered the question, because you guys have amazing product that everyone will need in the future. It will be huge when this mass adoption will come and when Web2 companies will also join. That's amazing. It's good that I invested. All right, let's move to the next question. How does Solidus Ai Tech solution compare to other AI and HPC solutions in the market? And what sets it apart? I think it's for Adrian again.
During the time, along with the research and development activities, we also had a very good market research. We studied our opportunities as well as our competitors. And we came up with a very, very affordable pricing model so that anyone, it doesn't really matter if it's a large enterprise or a government, can also be a startup or just a freelance developer that has a great idea and they want to have a dry run in our premise. We have a very affordable price scheme. We are about 30% from the market average if we compare ourselves to the larger players right now on the market, which is Amazon, AWS, and Microsoft Azure, of course. However, at the end of the day, when you look at the invoice, you will see large numbers. And thanks to our location where we are right now, and due to the talent of our people, we are lucky to have a very affordable price scheme. And it's not only the price factor that differentiates us from the competitors, it is also the technology, the hardware that we are purchasing. We only deal with NVIDIA. We have the DGX A100 stations, which are the best in the world right now. There's no comparison element to that, except the HGX, which is soon to be available in Q1 2024. I don't know if Paul has mentioned, but we have been accepted in the NVIDIA Inception program. We're actually going to have a meeting with them tomorrow. My company is also a certified NVIDIA developer company. We utilize the software very, very optimized for the hardware to avoid resource bleeding. This is the most important element for a customer, to avoid resources bleeding. Mm-hmm. Everything that they pay at the end of the month, it's exactly how much they consumed, how much power they have utilized in our network. Fully transparent.
I see. That's interesting and pretty strong competitive advantage you have, guys. Let's move to the next question. It's more for Paul because you're a marketing person. Could you please just say a couple of words like why people should buy, talking about listing again, why people should buy Aitech token?
Okay, so main reasons to buy the Solidus Ai Tech token is that we have a project that has a real world vision and use case. We have a fantastic team and team developers based out in Bucharest, Romania, that have massive experience in exactly the domain that we're working in. We have a deflationary token economy, so we're going to be burning supply over time. We have partnerships and demand from Web2, Web3, Metaverse and Play-to-Earn projects for our services. We've already built an 8,000 square foot data center with a 20 megawatt dedicated power connection and already developed an infrastructure as a service platform. We've just not made it live yet. And we're always going to be, bringing new things to the project to get our community more involved in the development side of things. We have a very interesting product that we're going to be launching.
If I may continue, if I'm putting myself in the token investor's shoes, in disregarding the market, the bear market right now, our courage comes from the fact that our token, we have a permanent buyer for our token from real life, from the customers. The customers cannot activate the resources licenses without purchasing the tokens. So every income that we get from Web2, from all the customers, are automatically converted into AI Tech tokens. So we're pumping our ecosystem with fiat capital and maybe other blockchains if they choose to pay with crypto.
Nice, that's amazing. So actually Web2 audience can be converted to Web3 space. This is also great mass adoption and great future that you guys bringing. Amazing. All right, that was great interview. Thanks a lot for coming and sharing more information about Solidus Ai Tech with our community. Thanks a lot, and I wish you successful listing on Monday. Okay, thanks a lot. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Liana. Have a good day, everyone.
That's it for our discussion with Solidus Ai Tech. If you want to learn, please don't hesitate to visit their website and follow them on every social media. All the links you will find below under the video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them down below in the comment section. And stay tuned, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.